Hello YouTube, I'm back with the next Battlebots toy review, and today I have the Battlebots Ronin. Don't mind the writing, there's a little bit of writing on here. That was when I was a kid. I wrote his name on there, because it's not actually written anywhere on the toy. Except the underside here. Let's see... Oh, never mind, this is actually the 3rd edition version, which does not have his name. But yeah, this is Ronin. This is Season 2.0 design, built by Peter Abrahamson in Season 2. Hope I pronounced that right. It's very accurate. I mean, it's got all the flags on top. It's not like they had all these little red flags. They actually put the details on them. You're probably not going to see them very well here. But there's like a couple emblems of the saw here on the front. Let's see, I don't think there's going to be a good way to see this. Maybe if I tilt it. That's probably the best way I'm going to be able to show you the flags. There's a little bit of detail. 2 of the flags have the exact same design on them, so you're not missing out, except they're just flipped. I think one of the sponsors is on the other symbol, in case you didn't see it, is actually on the back on this side. See that little N there in the corner? It's right about there. It's very accurate. You can tell this is Ronin. It's got the saw on the front. I actually removed the belt that actually made it work, because it was actually probably a lot easier. And as you can tell, it doesn't do a whole lot when you actually hit it. When you hit it, that's kind of all that happens. I think this is obviously based on its earlier incarnation in Season 1, where actually every time it hit... Oh, almost lost it there. Where it actually it faced dual, and every time you came at dual, it would actually lift up like this. I think this is where this is probably coming from. Would be nice if it actually did more. I mean, it's got the pullback, it's got the friction motor here on the bottom. But these treads are static; they don't do anything, which is a real shame. But yeah, it's pretty accurate. I mean, it's got the motor mount on top, and oddly enough, this is the side where, remember, Ronin caught fire in Season 2. And it was not due to the saw. Or the engine, the gas-powered engine. It was due to one of the tread pod motors. Because what happened was, one of them went out. Apparently, what happened, because I asked Peter Abramson himself, and he said that one of them failed, so the other one was actually working, and then it overheated. And that's what started the fire. It was not a result of the gas-powered engine. So if you ever end up watching the episode featuring that match, Bill Dwyer says it was the gas-powered engine. He kind of hints at that being the problem. It's not. To be fair, even that's what I thought until I asked him to be sure, because it wasn't clear. I mean, the episode really does not make it clear what went wrong. So you don't interview him. They don't show the interview with him. But yeah, I mean, it's got the wedge on the back, which is obviously not low enough to actually get underneath anything, but it's got the little detail. It should be much easier to see if I can make an adjustment here to show you. The little details. Mine's a little worn away from wear and tear. It's got the net verse, however you pronounce that. Net traverse on the back. It's got it on both sides. It's a little worn away on this side, though. And it's obviously got the pulley for the weapon, which will wrap around here like that. But it's kind of surprising. Ronin never really did that well in competition. I mean, yeah, it was a quarterfinalist in Season 1. It didn't really, which isn't bad for its record, but it never really got that. Actually, I guess it got Season 2. It was quarterfinalist in Season 2, semifinalist in Season 1. And I was really lucky to get through there, because I mean, a lot of the matches, it had radio interference against Duel. That's why it wasn't moving, as it would turn out. Yeah, he was having radio interference. That's why the blade was moving, and he was just sitting there. And for the record, yeah, I believe the flags actually come off too. So I mean, because when you first buy this, if you were to actually find this thing sealed, the flags are actually off the toy. If I can get them off without breaking, I can prove this. See? Comes right off. And actually, as it turns out, this part, at least some part of this actually comes off as well, and this actually comes apart. You can actually, yeah, this little bit on the front, I believe, comes off, although I don't think I'd be able to get it well here. But that's if you're interested. There isn't a whole lot to look at other than that. In fact, not much holds it together. It's just one screw that actually holds the whole bottom half together. This actually comes off, obviously. The blade won't come off, but it obviously will push in a bit because it's on a spring. So you can see, you fold it back. You can see there's a little axle. This clicks, this holds this in place. Although it's again kind of lame. I guess they probably may have had a hard time figuring out what they wanted to do to actually get this to work, like the other Battle Bashers. Although I don't know. Maybe taking a note from Atomic Wedgie. Have these pop out. You know? Make it a little more interesting than just having this. But obviously, I would guess they would probably, as I said, they were probably inspired by the Season 1, where it was just rotating back and forth every time Dual hit it. But, yeah, it's not a bad toy design. This actually gets replaced by Bad Attitude for the 3rd edition Battle Bashers. Probably unsurprisingly, because Bad Attitude was doing a whole lot better than Ronin. Ronin was flipped immediately in Season 3. Took on Electric Lunch and was flipped almost immediately. So I think its popularity just went down. Although it made it through 2 seasons. It actually got a Battle Chains, 3rd edition Battle Chains, though. Which I don't have. I don't have any of the 3rd edition Battle Chains, which included Beta Raptor, Ziggo, Ronin, and... oh, what was the 4th one, rather. Deadblow. Deadblow is the 4th one. I don't have any of those. I wish I did, because then I could review them as well. But such is the way of it. They're really hard to find. You're not really going to find them very easily, except on eBay, obviously. But that's my review on this Battle Basher.